Welcome back, everyone, to Auburn, Alabama for tonight's game featuring the Auburn Flyers playing host to the South Carolina Storm. I'm Dave DeCosta alongside Tim Nunn. And Tim, what kind of game should we expect tonight?
Well, we've heard from both coaches tonight that it's going to be an up and down game. They're going to run and gun, they're going to press, so it's going to be a high tempo game on both sides.
It's the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League Game of the Week, brought to you by Southland Sports TV. And the Flyers, interesting last season, they were 16-1 and were runners up for the national championship. But the year before was their best year.
2013, they were 15-0 and won the national championship. And like you said, Dave, last year they were runners up. Both times they faced the St. Louis Surge. So Coach Brittany Dow has made a pretty good group of girls here that are going to be contending every season.
Brittany Dowell is the head coach for the team, and leading the South Carolina Storm is Jonathan Shell.
He's the head coach of the Storm. He's been there for 4 years, and he mentioned that they do play the Auburn Flyers. The first game of the year is Auburn Flyers. They come down and play them. So he says they're going to read the press and push it up the floor and try to beat their press.
Where's some of the South Carolina Storm? Let's just take a look at their starting lineups right now. We got 00, Sierra Anderson, number 2, Sharnice Wadlington, and number 3, Tony Jones, number 6, Sarah Lyon, and 35, Ashley Henry. And who should we be looking for in this group?
Well, the coach said they have a good group of girls. He doesn't really have a superstar. He said their star player, though, is number 33, Ashley Cooper, who's not actually starting tonight, but last year she did have 17 points, 15 boards a game.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Auburn Flyers.
For the Flyers, you have 00, Hasina Muhammad, number 10, Renisha Hobbs, number 12, Ashley Alvera, number 22, Carrie Koch, and number 24, Erica Henderson.
Now, I understand of 22, Carrie Koch is quite the player.
She is a great player. She is the all-time leading scorer in the WBCBL. Also, last year she set a record for the WBCBL by hitting 10 threes in one game.
Oh, wow. That'd be quite an accomplishment in one half. There's still some technical difficulty. We take a further look at the South Carolina Storm. They're from Spartanburg, South Carolina in the Atlantic Division and founded in 2011. And the inaugural season was 2012. And, of course, we mentioned head coach is Jonathan Shell. And I understand his philosophy is pretty similar to Coach Brittany Dowell.
That's his game plan. He said he's going to read the press. He's going to run. He's going to run and gun. And it'll be a similar ball game from both clubs.
Now, Auburn, of course, right here from Auburn, Alabama, in Atlantic Division, founded in 2012, and their inaugural season was 2013. We mentioned the head coach is Brittany Dowell, and they are the 2013 national champions.
They, like I said before, they beat the St. Louis Surge in 2013 to win the national championship, and they were runners-up last year. Had the last 2 seasons 31-1.
Now, a little about the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League. It was founded in November 2004. Currently, there are 38 teams across North America, and the season runs from April to August.
And there's 8 regional divisions and 1 travel division. And like we said, the St. Louis Surge are the defending champs. But like we also said, the Auburn Flyers have played in the last 2 title games. The other 2 titles going to Conyers Conquerors and the Rock County Robins.
Right. This is the premier development league for women's basketball players. So a lot of these ladies can look forward to go on to the WNBA and other leagues across Europe and South America.
That's the goal. After talking to Coach, she had mentioned that that's the goal. A lot of these girls is to either go overseas and play or play to the next level here.
All right, they're still having some technical difficulty with the shot clock, and they're working to figure that out. We should have our tip as soon as they correct that technical difficulty.
Might have been too much smoke on the player entries there, Dave.
Yeah, nice little opening there. You had a lot of fanfare.
The only problem is it set off the fire alarm, I think.
Oh, that must be the fire alarm going off. a little too creative on the opening. They had music, lights. So, guys, with the technical difficulty, we'll take a break and be right back. You're watching Southland TV Sports, WBCL Game of the Week.
Dealing with a little bit of the fire alarm here, but I think we're going to go ahead and tip off and get going.
Such a nice opening with the smokes and the light show there, but hey, somebody tripped the fire alarm. Let's see if we can reset things here as far as the lineups. And the tip is controlled by South Carolina. And right away, attacking the basket. Oh, she loses it for a moment there. Looked like it's going to be a baseline violation. She stepped on the baseline. There's not much room on the baseline.
Not much. It's probably going to be a little bit of jitters tonight, too, to get started, as this is early in the season. Flyers haven't played, and South Carolina has one game.
Auburn now looking to run a set. Three-point shot is up, and it's good. No, it's a two. They're calling it a two. Says her foot was on the line, but Auburn goes on top, 2-0. And as expected, here comes the full court pressure from the Auburn Flyers. And nice job breaking it down by the South Carolina Storm. Now Auburn looks to run. What a nice little feed for the deuce and the layup.
Oh, that was a beautiful feed by Ashley Olvera, coming down the middle of the lane and then dishing it over to Renisha Hobbs for the deuce.
Renisha Hobbs with a nice layup and a quick timeout by South Carolina Storm.
The Storm have had the ball a couple times, and they've sort of fumbled it around down there in the lane, and the Flyers just take it away and are just running and gunning really quick.
With 8:59 in the first quarter, just played about a minute and 1 second. That's a 4-0 lead for the homestanding Auburn Flyers.
All right, let's have beautiful feed.
Asia Henry with the inbound pass. And Charnice Wadlington, the point guard for Wadlington. Nice feed inside, but still alive. And unable to convert that layup was the number 6, Sarah Lyon. Three-point shot was no good. That was Tony Jones. Ball belongs to Auburn.
Storm are moving the ball around pretty good. They just missed a couple shots. And we'll see what happens here as the quarter keeps going.
Here's Hobbs. Nice little post entry pass. Hobbs gets it back. Now Hobbs off the dribble. Standalone three is up and it's good. What a nice assist that time. Ashley Oliveira with the three-pointer.
Again, that was great movement by the Flyers. They're moving that ball around and had the open three, and Ashley just knocked it down from that left wing.
Foul's going to be on 24. Erica Henderson, her first personal. That's the first team foul. Sierra Anderson with the inbounds pass. Tony Jones.
Great movement by the Flyers defense.
Just good in-your-face pressure by Auburn. The ball remains with South Carolina. Here's a replay. Nice work inside and finished by Renisha Hobbs. Once again, back to live play now, and another three. Oliveira for three, and this time it's no good. Inside the three-point line, the shot is no good. Have yet to score. The score is 7-0. And with the run out and the deuce is 24. Erica Henderson. Nice feed and a nice finish, and it's 9-0.
Ashley Oliveira again with a great feed from midcourt, getting it into Erica Henderson for two.
There's a foul on the court. It's going to be against number 10, Renisha Hobbs. Hobbs, her first personal, second team foul.
Storm still looking for their first points of the game. Moving the ball around pretty good, but the defense, the smothering defense for the Flyers just seems like a little bit too much for them.
Early substitutions come in. Shanice Cooper off the dribble, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Flyers were in a man-to-man there. That's the first time they've been to man-to-man. They have been playing in a zone at the beginning of the game.
That foul was on 12 for the Flyers. Ashley Oliveira, her first personal, and that's the third team foul. At the line is Shanice Cooper. She has two shots. Score is 9-0. They've yet to score, and they're missing foul shots. They arrived a little late, and then we have this situation with the fire alarm. You think, how long do you think before they get their rhythm?
Well, we'll see. They just brought in Ashley Cooper, who last year averaged 17 points a game and 15 boards. So we'll see if she can help out the Storm here and get them going.
She missed the second, and the ball belongs to Auburn. Auburn now. A little screen and roll action. She waves it off. A little post entry pass. Nice feed. Can we get the finish? And a beautiful finish. Gotta love the move inside. Brianna Wilson.
Another great feed. That was a feed by Carrie Koch. Nice inside feed.
And another air ball. And here come the Flyers looking to run. Ahead of the field. Oh, good defensive play. But there, and unable to convert the missed layup was Auburn.
Auburn really moving up and down the floor.
Looks like she had another steal, but unable. Here's Wilson. No good, and they're desperately trying to get that first basket to break the ice. And it should be.
Went out of bounds. They're giving it to the Storm.
They're giving it to the Storm, saying last touch by Auburn. And it's going to be a 20-second timeout taken by South Carolina Storm. And early on here, it's 11-0. It's a little erratic for your South Carolina Storm.
And you can expect that a little bit here at the beginning of the year, a little bit of jitters. But I'll tell you what, the Auburn Flyers don't have many jitters, and this is their first game. And Ashley Oliveira is really setting the stage for the Flyers as their point guard. She's hit a 3. She's had several assists, and they're just moving the ball around and getting some open looks.
Once again, you're watching Southland TV's presentation of the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League.
Still got the fire alarm going off. We might have to deal with that all night, Dave.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a little troubling. A little nice ball handling now. And then the scoop and the shot, still same result. No baskets for South Carolina. Still 11-0 with 6:05 to go in the first quarter.
Well, like I said, the Storm have had some opportunities inside. They just haven't been able to finish the deal.
Good ball movement from Auburn. The high screen and roll. Nice jumper from the baseline. It's good. You got to love how she attacked that team, that zone there, and Carrie Coach.
Great mid-range jumper right there. Great elevation, and just put it through the net, nothing but nylon.
Here's a little post action now for South Carolina, and still no good offensive rebound, and the block shot for Auburn. Nice work, able to elevate, was a 0-0.
Wow, another great feed there, Dave. Carrie Koch hitting Erica Henderson for 2.
It's 15-0. What's the over-under that, they'll score in the quarter?
Right now, they're on pace to score over 30 in this first quarter.
I was thinking about South Carolina. I was over on them scoring at all.
Well, on pace, I guess, to score 0.
Good play, nice play to feed, and the basket finally. Sarah Lyon.
And they've had that. They've had that pretty much this whole first quarter. They've had the inside game. They just haven't been able to complete it. Sarah Lyon, nice job putting it off the glass for 2.
Gotta love the execution finally by the South Carolina Storm. There's a whistle on the floor, and looked like I didn't see what number that foul was on.
I think it was Albany Thomas, number 15. That's her first and team first.
Here's Koch from the baseline. It's no good. They ran a nice inbounds play for Carrie Koch. Once again, able to get the ball inside of South Carolina, but can they finish? And there's going to be a foul on the play. And it will be 2 shots for, it looks like it's going to be 0-0. Asina Muhammad picking up the personal foul. That's her first personal and the 4th team foul.
Yeah, the Flyers, they're going to give Carrie Koch some looks. Like we had talked about earlier, she has a WBCBL record for 10 3-pointers in a game.
Asher Cooper is able to knock down the first of her 2 free throws. Scores now 15-3. Here come the Flyers again. Koch from the corner. Auburn able to get on the offensive glass, and there's a foul call from midcourt, and the coach for the Storm didn't like that call because the referee from midcourt made a call under the basket.
He made the call way over on the top left midcourt, and the shot was taken down on the bottom right corner.
Renisha Hobbs goes to the line for the Storm. Hobbs is from Auburn University. She went to Auburn.
She hit 1 of 2.
And here's that press from Auburn, and again, it produces another turnover.
High pressure defense from Auburn. They're going to press the whole night.
This is Koch. Nice post entry pass. Off the dribble, shot is no good by number 3, Chanel Ross. There's a turnover and a steal. Down the lane, Ball is knocked out. It'll stay with Auburn, but love the steal and love the way the Storm player got back and played good defense.
She did get back quick. Auburn, though, they're putting the pressure on all the way up from baseline to baseline, and they're creating some easy hoops for themselves and getting some great open looks.
More subs now for Flyers. A 3-point from Hobbs. Shot's no good, but offensive glass again. Here's Hobbs. A nice up and under move. Oh, she blows the layup. Love the move, but you got to finish those.
Another great look by Ashley Olvera. Hobbs just couldn't finish the deal there.
They're up against the timeline here. And wow.
There's an offensive foul there on Charnice Waddlington.
Charnice Waddlington gets the offensive foul call. And, that last possession for South Carolina, they really had a backcourt violation, wasn't spotted, because I was watching the shot clock, and it went all the way down to 12 seconds before she crossed the timeline.
That's right.
That's a nice three-point shot up, no good. And look at him run again. Here's Hobbs. Hobbs.
Let that one a little bit too far in front of her, Dave.
Just a bit too far, unable to catch up to it was Renisha Hobbs. It's Albany Thomas now will inbound it.
Courtney Simmons just came in for the Auburn Flyers for Hobbs. And Carrie Koch just had a seat as Erica Henderson came back into the game.
Charnice Waddlington now. Waddlington off the dribble. And it's going to be a blocking foul against the Flyers. That's going to be against Elena Vincent. Albany Thomas. And talking to Coach before the game, he expected a big game out of Albany.
Yeah, he said he just picked her up, and he was expecting some good results from her tonight.
Flyers looking to run again. Here's the push. A little diminutive guard goes in. She gets fouled, and she'll shoot two. Victoria Poole with the drive for Auburn. Poole goes to the line, and she'll shoot two shots. Scores 16-3 with just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League Game of the Week. Brought to you by Southland Sports TV. Dave DeCosta, Tim Nunn. So far, it's kind of what we expected. A dominant Auburn Flyers taking care of business.
A lot of up and down on both teams, but the Flyers are just capitalizing on all the turnovers that they've had from Storm.
A lot of missed free throws. She made the first, but she missed the second. And now, but they're able to set up their full court press because the ball was knocked out of bounds. Can the South Carolina Storm solve this full court press?
They haven't had too much problem with the press, but it's just finishing the deal. They can't seem to finish it when they get the ball inside.
Once again, inside, on offensive glass now. Nice work that time by the number 33 shirt, Ashley Cooper. Nice ball movement now from your Flyers. Oh, good post entry pass and a good shot for Courtney Simmons. Gotta love the feed into the post and gotta love the finish.
Another great feed by Ashley Olvera.
Off the dribble, the deuce is good. Nice work that time. Charnice Waddlington.
Here come the Flyers.
But right back at you is the Flyers, but you gotta love the hustle. Charnice, she made the shot and she got back on defense for the block.
Yeah, the Storm are settling down a little bit after getting off to a slow start. They've kept the lead only to 12 as it's 19-7. We'll see if they can cut to it a little bit.
Score is 19-7 here in the first quarter. It was a post entry pass. Nice. She looked like she was going up for the three. and she dumped it down for a nice finish. Here's a steal now. Auburn looking to run again. Left open, Oliveira from the corner. It's good. Another three.
That's her second three of the quarter.
South Carolina starting to look a little winded. Once again, they have already played a game. This is the first one for the Flyers. Three-point shot is up, and it is good. Swish. What a nice range. Showing the range is the number 3 shirt, Tony Jones. But Auburn right back at you. Their shot is no good. Oliveira off the dribble. Finds her teammate for the deuce. Just got to love the unselfish at the horn. Courtney Simmons able to knock it down. The Women's Blue Chip Basketball League Game of the Week brought to you by Southland TV. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Auburn, Alabama. At the end of the first period, or quarter, it's Auburn Flyers leading 26-10 over the South Carolina Storm. Dave DeCosta along with Tim Nunn. It's Southland Sports TV's presentation of the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League Game of the Week. Little two-lady action going on at 10, and Hobbs able to finish. But you gotta love the assist.
Tell you what, I'm really impressed with the ball movement by the Flyers. They're whipping that thing around and getting wide open shots.
Long three is no good. Auburn now. Both these teams are working hard. Nice feed inside, and another deuce. Oliveira with the deuce. But you gotta love the feed.
Again, they're just moving it around and finding the open guy, and they're capitalizing on everything.
Good unselfish play now. 30-10 is the score. 20-point lead now for the Flyers. Little baseline move, and she's met by a host of defenders. There is a baseline violation. The ball will stay with the South Carolina Storm. What answers do you have for this kind of pressure? And then once they put the defensive pressure, they get in the running game so fast, they put the offensive pressure on you.
Well, the Storm, they're going to keep putting it up.
There's a 24-second shot clock violation against South Carolina Storm. Ball belongs to Auburn. Look at this replay. Tail end of it.
Playing Auburn moving the ball up the floor for the easy deuce and a foul as she was going to the hoop. But that's sort of been the story of the whole game. Auburn just pushing it and getting layup after layup.
Wadlington with the hustle points right there, able to get that block and prevent the easy two for Auburn. Baseline three is good from the corner. Nice knockdown that time for Albany Thomas.
Yeah, Coach Shell had mentioned that Albany Thomas was going to be a big factor for him tonight. That was a nice three from the left side.
Here's Koch off the dribble. Nice pull-up jump shot is good. Kerry Koch.
And that's what they expect from her. She's their scorer.
little traveling violation call against, and again, the defensive pressure paying off dividends.
Pressure doubling up top, and it caused her to travel. The Flyers have caused a lot of turnovers tonight already, and it's still 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Some more substitutions coming in.
Brianna Wilson just came back in.
She didn't check it at the table, so they made her go back to the table.
Chanel Ross comes in for the first time tonight.
24, Erica Henderson takes a seat. Nice play off the dribble in that lane. Here's Cope. Cope, what a find. Oh, but what even better defensive play.
That was a good defense. Good defensive recovery there by Ashley Cooper.
Gotta love the unselfish nature of Carrie Cope. She found it, and speaking of Coach, shot is no good, but again, on the offensive glass are the Auburn Flyers. Post move now for the Flyers. Oh, shot is up and no good. Like the move by 21, but she's got to be able to finish.
Yeah, they've been doing a pretty good job of finishing, but here comes that pressure defense again, causing another turnover.
Here's Koch in transition, and she turns it over. Flyers getting back on defense. Nice little feed at that time. Able to score the bucket was the number 4 shirt, Shanice Cooper. Little shot clock running down.
The Flyers just keep pounding it inside. They're whipping it around, looking for the open looks. They get it inside. They either get an easy deuce or they're getting hacked pretty good in there and going to the free throw line.
Brianna Wilson, she'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots for Auburn. But you heard all the teammates, when the shot clock was going down, they started counting down.
They were giving them the heads up. They got that ball in quickly.
When you look at the scoreboard now, it's 32-15. They kind of cut into this lead.
They're keeping it about the same, right around that 15-17 mark.
They were up as many as 20 when it was 32-10. So a 3 and a 2 has really given a little bit of hope to the South Carolina Storm. Wilson now, her second attempt.
Both teams having a lot of issues at the free throw line tonight.
Run and gun. She put her head down and went straight to the hole with no dividends. That pressure defense again, but here comes the Flyers out the pack. Showing the ball handling skills. All the way to the hoop. It's no good. Offensive glass, but give me that. Ashley Cooper with the steal. And here's another turnover.
They're going up and down, up and down.
Well, you can tell it's the beginning of the season. It's just a little sloppy. But there goes Brianna Wilson to calm things down with the deuce for the Flyers. And now they're up 34-15, and it's a timeout, 20-second timeout called by Auburn. It's Southland Sports TV's Game of the Week. We'll be right back after this break. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the game of the week here, watched by Southland Sports TV. And a nice deuce from the baseline. And once again, South Carolina trying to find their rhythm.
That's 5 points for Tony Jones. She leads South Carolina right now. And looked like a pretty nice little jumper there.
Koch off the dribble. Two-pointer is good. Carrie Koch.
She just held on to that ball she created, hit that jumper. Nice shot from Carrie Koch.
Shanice Wadlington now. Wadlington, post-entry pass. They seem to be running little curls inside, but that defense again. Wide open for three is number 14. Is Tionika Webb.
Another nice play by Ashley Cooper.
You got to say that South Carolina has not given up. They're really in there battling. Here's a long three. It's no good. Still that pressure. And there's going to be a foul called on the Storm. Number 2, Sharnice Wadlington.
That's her second. Flyers bringing in another big group of subs.
One of the things is, if you look over at the bench, you see that there's only 3 subs for South Carolina. Well, there's two additional teams on for the Flyers.
Storm have three girls on the ladies on the bench, and you look over at the Flyers bench, and they have almost 8 or 10.
Wow. Little curling action. Flyers, able to convert the hoop and the harm. 0-0. Hasina Muhammad. Hasina Muhammad will go to the line.
Hasina, a local from Auburn University.
It's a lot of Auburn and Tuskegee.
She was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year last year.
You see the early free throw shooting. Oh, here's Hobbs with the steal. Hobbs unable to convert, but it's still alive. And there's that lady, Takina Webb, with the putback.
And the pressure is just getting to South Carolina. You wonder how much they can hang in there with only 3 subs.
And there it is, 10-second violation.
That high-pressure defense, and South Carolina just can't get the ball across midcourt. Get the turnover on the 10-second violation.
Boy, they play fast defensively, play fast offensively.
You can understand why they were in the championship game the last 2 seasons.
And, talking with Coach Brittany Dowell, she's one of the big problems she has is playing time. She has so many good players. How do you do it? How do you, keep everybody happy with the correct amount of playing time?
She's been shuffling them in and out. Got to keep all those gals happy.
It's 40-17 is our score. Is the largest lead of the game now for the Auburn Flyers. It's 23 points. A 3-point shot. Wow. Hasina Muhammad, even a big.
Renisha Hobbs, though, hitting those offensive boards again and putting in an easy 2.
Oh.
There's that defense.
Able to break. Coach calling for the foul, but none to be given. Hobbs in the corner. Hobbs. 3-point shot is no good by Tanika Webb. It allows the South Carolina Storm to run out for the easy deuce. Shanice Cooper.
Nice break by the Storm there for the easy layup.
A lot of high post, low post action. Here's Hobbs. Wow. Ball deflected, last touched, and its turnover belongs to Auburn.
It's like the Storm are doing a pretty good job of collapsing in underneath right now.
Auburn now, about 10 seconds to go in the shot clock. Here's Hobbs off the dribble. Hobbs, a little spin move. Oh, she loses it. Nice defensive play, but not very good offensive one. She stays with it though. Is 33 Ashley Cooper. There's a whistle.
Carrie Koch coming back into the game for the Flyers.
It will be South Carolina's ball. South Carolina trailing 42-19 to the Auburn Flyers. And you can see why there's so much trouble. The pressure is relentless from these.
It's non-stop from the Flyers.
Here's another steal. Koch off the dribble. That was Oliveira. Here's Hobbs inside. Hobbs, a nice little move. And again on the glass. All the Flyers. They get a fresh new shot clock.
The energy from the Flyers is just amazing. Constant. Defensive, offensive boards.
Here's Koch with a little curl in action in the lane. And Carrie Koch able to convert. Gotta love that little curl.
That was nice give and go there. Flyers staying with their man-to-man and just continuing the pressure on the Storm.
Inside, able to convert is the number 3 shirt, Tony Jones. And she's fouled. She go to the line and will be shooting one shot.
Tony Jones having a nice little game. She's got 7 points.
Wow. There's a warning been given to the bench for of South Carolina Storm. Referee just warned the bench for South Carolina Storm. Coach was yelling something. Here's Jones trying to complete the conventional three-point play, and she does. But look, they're right back at him again.
Coach Shell's still upset over there on the sidelines.
She can't be, Coach Brittany Dowell can't be happy with all the turnovers from Auburn's up big, but they've had a lot of turnovers.
Getting a little sloppy.
Nice work inside, but once again, she misses the layup. But look inside, it's 0. Sierra Anderson with the putback. Oliveira up and in for the Flyers. As soon as they score on one end, here they come right back on the other end.
They're getting that ball in quick, and they are going up and down the court.
Ashley Oliveira, and here's another turnover. The pressure reaps rewards again for your Auburn Flyers.
The Flyers pressing from baseline to baseline, constantly moving, and the Storm, they're looking a little tired out there. Only a minute to go until halftime.
And they're rotating. Coach Brittany Dowell is rotating players in and out. Here's that curling action again. Three from way up top. That's no good. Ashley Oliveira with a rebound, and that left Koch open. Here's Carrie Koch for 3. And again, Carrie Koch able to splash.
And that's why she's the leading scorer last couple years for the WBCBL.
Here she goes again. Oh, the no-look pass, the look away, and the finish by Brittany Wilson, but give the full marks to Carrie Koch.
Staying with the pressure, another steal.
Here comes Auburn again. Numbers left open. Oliveira, little bit is inside, and she misses. But again, they're on those offensive boards. About 6 seconds to go. Last touched by South Carolina. Ball remain with Auburn, and up and down, end-to-end action. Gotta love it. 6.3 seconds to go in the half. Here's Coke for three, and it's good. What a well-designed play, and that is the end of the first half. You have your Auburn up 54-24 over South Carolina. It's the Southland Sports TV's presentation of the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League. We'll be right back after this break.
the time.
A lot of pressure. Defensively, they're pressing up and down the floor, and it's causing a lot of turnovers, and it's causing a lot of points. I mean, Carrie Koch leading the way with the Flyers with 14 points. And I'll tell you what, Ashley Olvera, the point guard for the Flyers, doing a great job. She has 10 points and a numerous amount of assists.
Coming into this game, the coach, Jonathan, for the South Carolina Storm said the key to the game would be breaking the press. Can Shanice Whalington help break, and her Storm break this press?
Doesn't look like it in the first half. They've had issues with the press. That is the key for them to get back in this game if they have any chance of getting back in this game, because the Flyers are going to press up and down the floor for 40 minutes.
So far, leading scorer for the South Carolina Storm is Tony, and she's pretty much been it offensively for the South Carolina Storm.
She has 8 points, but if you look again, you look at the Flyers, they have 9 people that have scored in this game. And South Carolina Storm don't even have 9 players on the bench.
Yeah, they have 3 bench players total, and of course there are 9 for the Auburn Flyers. So if it's a game of attrition, the Flyers definitely going to wear them down.
Yeah, and like Coach Brittany said, they're going to press nonstop for 40 minutes, and they're going to run and gun for 40 minutes. And you can tell from the first half that they're going to continue to do the same in the second half.
Should see more of the same in the second half. Once again, 54-24, Auburn Flyers on top of the South Carolina Storm. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back to the WBCBL Game of the Week. Welcome back to the WBCBL Game of the Week. You're watching on Southland Sports TV. I'm Tim Nunn with Dave DaCosta, and we have a halftime score of your Auburn Flyers 54 and the South Carolina Storm 24. Dave, it's been all Flyers here in the first half.
All Flyers all the time. A lot of pressure defense, reaping lots of rewards with easy run-out baskets and transition points for Auburn. And, Auburn has a lot of turnovers himself. This kind of frenetic pace, will lead to some turnovers. I'm sure Brittany Dowell, the head coach for the Auburn Flyers, will not like all the turnovers. You want to cut those down and be a little more efficient offensively.
Well, first game of the year, probably a little bit of jitters, but, they're pressing up and down the floor and just keep continuing the press, and it's paying off for them as they built that 30-point lead.
All right, some leading scorers. Carrie Coates had 14 points. Ashley Oliveira, 10 points. Erica Henderson, 6. Renisha Hobbs had 6, 4. And, of course, Brianna Wilson at 8 for Auburn. And leading the way, as mentioned at halftime, Tony Jones. She had 8 points for South Carolina.
9 Flyers have scored in the first half, and they're just using everybody they have on the bench and getting a lot of playing time for all her players. That was one of Coach Brittany's concern, is making sure she keeps all these girls happy with playing time.
Wow. And she was rotating them very smartly in and out, so they're fresh. And when you're playing with a team that's undermanned like the South Carolina Storm with only 3 subs, this fatigue factor is definitely going to be one.
Yeah, it is, and we're going to see how much they press the second half if they continue. And the Flyers will start with the ball. Ashley O'Vera bringing the ball on top. And again, the Flyers working it around quickly, moving the ball. Hobbs gets it up top and takes it straight to the hoop, but blocked. And here come the Storm. Another turnover by the Storm. Carrie Koch with the ball for the Flyers. Gets it inside to Hobbs. They whip it back out. Carrie Koch at the top of the key. Takes it all the way to the hoop. Dishes it to Hobbs for 2.
Wow, the drive and the dish. You just got to love the unselfish play of the Auburn Flyers.
Storm bringing the ball past midcourt. Getting double teamed up top. And another turnover for the Storm.
You definitely don't want to give up your dribble too early.
Quick feed, nice feed to Carrie Koch for the layup. That was Haseen Muhammad with the assist. And more of the same in the second half as in the first half. Missing layup for the Storm, rebounded by Koch. O'Vera dishes it to Koch for the side, and she continues to where she led off in the first half with a 3 from the side. Carrie Koch, leading scorer for the Flyers.
Remind me of Steph Curry. You gotta find those shooters in transition because they'll burn you just like that.
And there it is again, yet another turnover. But didn't complete the 2 on that one. As the Storm gets the rebound, they bring it over half court.
Love to see her come to a jump stop under control and make a better move, post move inside there. She had the height advantage.
That's right. Sierra Anderson takes it all the way to the hoop for the layup. No good. Rebounded by Tony Jones on the offensive side. She puts it back in for 2.
Jones working those offensive glass. And a team like Auburn, you got to get on that glass because they're looking to run so much. They're leaking out. You can definitely beat them on the offensive glass and make them pay for it.
Hobbs with the ball in the right wing. Haseen Muhammad takes the long 3, no good. Rebound the Storm. Storm bringing the ball up court. Pressure again from the Flyers, and they steal it. And a breakaway for Hobbs. She dishes it to Koch for 2 for the easy deuce.
Once again, unselfish. This team is really going to go far if they continue to play this. I know it's only the first game of the season, but they're assisting to their teammates and giving it up. Because Hobbs could have easily made that layup.
Another press, another turnover, and another 2 for Ashley O'Vera as the lead builds to 65-26, the Flyers. Tony Jones with the ball, takes a little jumper, and it's good. Tony Jones having a great game.
A little 2-point basket in the lane there. She shows her handling skills off the dribble, able to knock down that little 15-footer.
Ashley O'Vera. Hobbs is going to try a 3 from way out, no good. But the rebound by Ashley O'Vera, nice feed. And they get the ball back. Ashley O'Vera is going to bring it back out, set it back up, goes inside. Nice dish, and there's Carrie Koch again, no good. Rebound, the Storm. Storm trying to push it a little bit, bringing the ball up court. Tony Jones.
Jones so far the only answer for the Storm.
And she tries a 3, it's off. Rebound by Hasina Muhammad. Carrie Koch bringing the ball across midcourt. Gets it out to Hobbs on the right wing. Goes inside again, and we have a foul, offensive foul.
It's going to be against 24. It was a little push-off inside.
Erica Henderson on the push-off.
She got good post position, but not that good.
And the Flyers just emptied their bench, brought in 5 new players.
And when you have such talent like Brittany Dowell have, you can afford to do that. And you're just going to wear teams down.
The Storm bringing it up, and there's a shot by Tony Jones again. And the Flyers get the rebound. The Flyers are going to push. Knocked out by the Storm. It'll be Flyers ball.
Wow. With the mass substitutions, you got 5 set of fresh legs coming in.
Dominic Stringer bringing the ball in bounds.
You're starting to see hands on hips for South Carolina. That's the first sign of a tired team.
Go inside to Brianna Wilson for 2. The Flyers continue to build their lead as they're up 67-28. Pressing again, they get the turnover. Flyers pushing the ball. Stringer steps out of bounds. It'll be South Carolina Storm's ball.
You see a lot of the ball handlers for South Carolina being run down from behind. And they've got to advance that ball a lot quicker. They've got to understand that there's pressure coming from behind as well as in front of them.
And the Storm playing a man-to-man on the defensive end. Aubrey Thomas with the ball, and the long 3, no good. Rebound, Brianna Wilson. Flyers pushing it up court once again. Courtney Simmons with the ball. Swings it up top to Victoria Poole. Over to Stringer on the right. And there's a 3 by Alana Vincent, no good. Ball out of bounds on the Flyers. It'll be Storm's ball.
Well, you got the 3-point shot.
Here's a replay right here, Dave. Nice. Going inside to Brianna Wilson for the easy 2.
Good post position and nice finish. Back to the basket by Wilson.
And there's a 3 by Ashia Henry, no good. And once again, Flyers pushing it up court, get it to Brianna Wilson inside for an easy deuce.
Once again, Wilson, the beneficiary of unselfish play from her teammates.
More pressure from the Flyers. Called traveling on the Storm, and yet another turnover.
Oh, she got up. You can't stand up with the ball like that. You from your tukus. You know what that word, tukus?
Tukus?
Tukus. I think it's a Yiddish word. You know, being from Connecticut, you hear those kind of words. I mean, from your seat of your pants, you should have made the pass to one of your teammates. Look at this replay right here. Wilson again inside, just so dominant.
Victoria Poole with the ball up top. Swings it to the right. Continue to move it.
These plays aren't as crisp as they'll be in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice feed inside again to Brianna Wilson, and we have a foul.
Love the screen and roll, but if you're Wilson, let's finish on the other side of the basket with your left hand. You can use the basket as a ward against the defender so that you can't come and block your shot. Instead, you try to go to her dominant hand, which was the right hand, to finish that, and just showed it to the defender who was able to block it.
She did get the foul. She'll be going to the line for 2. Brianna Wilson with the first. No good. Sarah Lyon coming in for the Storm. Brianna Wilson will be going for a second. Flyers up 69-28. Wilson's second free throw is up and good. Gives the Flyers a 70-28 lead. Albany Thomas brings the ball up court. Go inside to Ashley Cooper for 2, no good.
Looks like it was knocked out by the Auburn Flyers and remain with South Carolina. You got to love the fact that they're still trying to go inside to the post.
Continuing to move the ball around, trying to go inside to Ashley Cooper on that last one. They just haven't completed it. Here comes the Storm. Out to Sarah Lyon for 3, no good, an air ball. Rebound by the Flyers, and they're pushing it again, and there she is again, Brianna Wilson for 2
nice.
On the fast break.
Nice work, Auburn, nice work. Wilson, the big lady, running the floor. Gotta love it.
Storm with the ball on top. They're going to take it to the hoop, kicks it out to Sarah Lyon. Lyon's going to take it inside, gets it hit. Oh, and they call a foul on Brianna Wilson reaching in. Lyon will go to the line for 2 shots.
That's Wilson's first foul. But with the strength of the bench, you know, if really doesn't. Foul trouble is not an issue for Auburn.
Sarah Lyon's first shot is good. Here's the second. And it is off. Offensive rebound by Ashley Cooper and puts it back in for 2.
Cooper on the glass. It took that funny little bounce. And there's
Flyers, they call an offensive foul on Brianna Wilson.
off
So
the,
she picks up her second foul within like 10 seconds.
off the ball on Wilson. A little battle going on down below.
Storm bringing the ball up. Albany Thomas with the 3, no good. Rebound the Flyers. Again, they're pushing it. Going all the way to the hoop, dishes it off to Brianna Wilson again. She kicks it out, but it's stolen by the Storm. The Storm's turn to push it. Albany Thomas all the way to the hoop, and it's blocked out of bounds by the Flyers.
You gotta love the relentless pressure from behind, because although they made the turnover one in Auburn, they recover so well and put that back pressure. There's no way she knew that player was right behind her to knock that ball out of bounds and prevent her from making the deuce.
Auburn continues to pressure all the way up and down the floor. Storm gets the ball in. Tony Jones from way out, no good. Rebound, Flyers, and they're pushing it once again. Inside, nice dish. Oh, just missed the layup. And now here comes the Storm. Tony Jones taking it, kicks it out to Albany Thomas for 3, no good. And there's a kick out, and the Flyers again pushing. Nice dish, easy. Oh, they missed the layup. They back it back out up top. Victoria Poole swings it over for the 3, no good. Rebound Storm, Sarah Lyon.
Up and down action, but nobody's scoring.
Albany Thomas bringing the ball across midcourt. Kicks it out to Shanice Cooper. Cooper into Tony Jones. Tony Jones tries to create with a fall-away jumper. No good.
When you have to resort to a turnaround fade, that means you're trying to create your own shot. Your offense is not producing good looks for your team. So Tony Jones just had to produce her own shot.
Nice feed on the free throw line and a nice jumper by Alana Vincent for 2 for the Flyers.
Vincent gets on the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
Gives the Flyers a 74-31 lead. The Storm getting it down inside to Ashley Cooper. Ashley Cooper takes it up and good for 2.
Gotta love the strong move by Cooper. Able to turn in the paint and finish with the right hand.
Flyers bringing the ball across court. Victoria Poole. A lot of dribbling. Taking it all the way for the deuce. Nice layup by Victoria Poole. Did it all herself on that one.
Poole showing the handles and then the finish.
And the Flyers up 76-33. Tony Jones with the ball, the right wing. Dribbles it, gets Sarah Lyon. Lyon taking it inside. The shot no good. Rebound Flyers, and here they come again.
Love how they attack. Eyes are up court.
Dish, and then it's turnover by the Flyers inside the Storm. Albany Thomas with the steal. Thomas brings the ball across midcourt with the long 3, no good. Again, Ashley Cooper fighting for the ball inside and goes up and no good, but she gets fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2.
Wow. Still battling, though. You got to love Cooper the way she is in there battling. It's a lot of bodies coming at you because they're subbing so many people. So it really wears you down. And you notice Cooper, she hasn't gone out very much.
She's been battling inside all night. You can tell she's a little bit tired, but great job getting the offensive board and getting the foul. She'll be at the line for 2.
Hands on hip is a sign of fatigue for basketball players.
First of 2 is no good. Here's a replay. Victoria Poole with the dribble and all the way to the hoop for 2. Nice move by Victoria Poole.
Spin cycle. Wash some clothes, Victoria.
Ashley Cooper getting ready to take her second shot.
It's important now. If you have to make your free throws. I mean, the word free is in the name.
And Ashley Cooper makes her second. Brings the Flyer lead 76-34. The Flyers in control. Got some subs in. Victoria Poole, another move, dribbling. Another great move, another dish. No good. And the rebound, the Storm. Albany Thomas bringing it, ball up court, and she'll pull up for three. No good. Rebound inside by Tony Jones. That's not Tony Jones.
That's 35.
That is Ashia Henry. Great offensive board by Ashia, and she'll go to the line for two on the foul. 19.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Flyers up 76-34. And her first free throw is no good.
I gotta say, I'm very disappointed with the free throw shooting from both teams. It's an important part of the game, and you have to take advantage of it.
Second free throw, air ball. Auburn Flyers bring the ball in. Victoria Poole bringing the ball up court, across half court. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Tanika Webb, kicks it out, and then three is no good. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be the Storm's ball with 5.1 seconds to go. Storm will try to push it quick. Shanice Waddington taking it all the way to the hoop for two, and she loses the ball, goes out of bounds. Flyers ball, 0.3 of a second. They'll just throw it in and let the clock run out. And that's the end of the third quarter with your Auburn Flyers 76 and the South Carolina Storm 34. You are watching the WBCBL Game of the Week on Southland Sports TV. We'll be right back after this break. We're back with the WBCBL Game of the Week on Southland Sports TV, as it's been all Auburn Flyers, 76-34. The Storm gets the ball in right away, throws it deep underneath the hoop, but misses the layup, and here come the Flyers.
It was a mistake by the Storm, but they didn't pay for it because she didn't make the layup.
Victoria Poole coming in at point guard, done a pretty nice job for the Flyers, and they get it over to her on the right wing. She gets it up top to Mercedes Carter. Back out, kicks it to Janelle Ross. And there's a shot clock violation. Be the Storm's ball.
Storm was appealing for the traveling on the last drive, but they end up getting it with the shot clock violation.
A couple subs coming in for the Flyers.
The season is so new. If you're at South Carolina, you still want to work on your game. You still want to do things, even though it's such a large lead, 76-34, you still want to do stuff like things like that.
Well, that was a nice dish by Waddington, but nothing went in as they missed another layup. Here come the Flyers. Another nice dish
And there's the hoop into Brittany DeBose for 2.
Wow. I just noticed what Auburn's doing. They're running the old Kentucky fast break, where they send the shooters to each corner. A shooter goes to each corner, and a dive cut from the
Another
the trailing forward.
Another turnover by the Storm. The Flyers miss on the three-pointer. Storm get the rebound.
The way it works is when you're on offense, you got to shoot at the right corner, shoot at the left corner, and here comes your 4 or your 5, whoever's trailing, with a dive cut from from the key.
The pressure gets to the Storm again as the Flyers get another turnover. Will take the ball, leading 78-34. Flyers bringing the ball across court. That's Dominic Stringer giving it to Mercedes Carter.
Rick Pitino made that fast break. I think he came up with it.
Chanel Ross has the ball on top for the Flyers.
Of course, the benefit.
And she takes the 3, no good. Rebound by the Flyers, puts it in, and that was Dominic Stringer with the offensive board and going back in up off the glass for 2. Storm starting to walk up the court a little bit and tell the fatigue setting in. Albany Thomas takes the ball and takes the shot and misses. Rebound. Storm gets it out. Albany Thomas again for 3. This time misses again. Rebound Stringer. Stringer for the Flyers. And here come the Flyers as they're pushing the ball. And they're going to go up for another rims out. Fast break. Ball rims out on the Flyers. Albany Thomas, another 3. Misses again.
That was deep.
Flyers pushing it. DeBose taking it all the way to the hoop and dishes it off to the left.
I like how
Stringer taking control of the ball on top.
I like how she settled things down up top. Stringer.
Going in for the drive, and we have a foul on the play.
I believe that was 24. Or 14.
Coach Jonathan Shell on the sideline. You can just tell by his frustration.
Tanika Webb with the drive that time. She'll go to line, shoot 2.
Down 80-34. Tanika Webb.
What's the over-under in getting to 100 points for Auburn?
200. They'll be stretching it with only 7 minutes to go. Maybe 100.
I said 100.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 2. Tanika Webb hits the first of 2.
Not bad for a first game for Auburn.
Second.
Let's take a look at head coach Brittany Dowell. She's got the girls ready to play, or ladies, I should say.
Well, she told us at the beginning they were going to press up and down the court for 40 minutes, and they have done that. Stringer kicks it out for the 3, no good. Offensive board, the Flyers still hustling. Flyers kick it out. Stringer taking control up top. Stringer drives, loses a little control, kicks it out. And the Flyers take it all the way in, and it's blocked. I think we might have just blocked out of bounds. Brittany DeBose taking it to the hoop. Be the Flyers' ball underneath. The easy deuce by Chanel Ross. Nice dish on the inbounds play. And here come the Flyers. They're pressing again. Up almost 50, and they're still pressing. Nice drive by Shanice Cooper, and she gets fouled on the floor. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
That foul's on 11. Mercedes Carver.
6:26 left. Kick out for 3, no good by the Storm. Stringer pushing it for the Flyers. Settles it down up top. Coach Shell is really upset about something. Shot by Brittany DeBose. She got her own rebounds and got knocked out of bounds.
Oh.
Coach Shell calls timeout for the Storm. With 6:06 to go, here's a replay. A nice little deuce shot by Chanel Ross on the inbound plays from the baseline. 6:06 to go. Flyers lead 83-34. Coach Brittany
Going hard to the hole. She'll shoot 2 shots here.
Waddington's made
several good moves tonight to the hole. She'll shoot 2 here. Down 89 to 34. 5:06 to go in the fourth. The first is no good.
Both teams have been horrific from the free throw line.
Waddington with their second. It's also no good. Rebound by Wilson. Gets it out to Oliveira, and there's Hobbs again for 2 on the break.
Hobbs is just
Hobbs has been really tough inside, and the Flyers keep feeding it to her. Inside, there's Ashley Cooper, no good. Sarah Lyon, good, and the foul. Storm keep pounding the offensive boards. Came away with 2 on that one and the 1.
Like I said, this game may be over, but you have to prepare yourself for the next game and work on things that your team is going to need that's going to do you good all season.
The Storm continue to try to go inside on the Flyers. Sarah Lyon with the free throw, and it's good to complete the 3-point play. Flyers, Koch gets it into Wilson. Wilson losing a little control. Back out to Koch, and Koch will dish it to Wilson inside. Nice fake, no good. Offensive board, Wilson. She goes up and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Brianna Wilson, she's a force inside.
She has been really tough this second half inside. She'll be shooting 2. They're up 91 to 37. First of 2 is good.
She's a legit 6'4", and she has moves inside. You saw her in that pump fake. It's not just catching and go straight up.